Hey guys, it's Matty here, and welcome back to the Dig It with Matty live show. And before we get into the show or anything, I'm going to really quickly go over some of our wonderful commercials. So, are you in the market for a new detecting shovel? Look no further. Predator Tools has the best digging tools in my opinion. Made in America out of USA certified steel, I'm using the model 24 Phoenix and I love it. It is amazing. So make sure you guys go check them out at www.predatortools.com. My opinion. Made in America out of USA certified. Anyways, I really quickly want to thank the Facebook group Everything Fun and Collectible for all the great giveaways they gave to us to give away to you guys. So make sure you guys go show your support and join their group. Once again, that was Everything Fun and Collectible on Facebook. One of our sponsors is Calico Metal Detectors. If you are in need of anything that has to do with metal detecting, such as detectors, shovels, pinpointers, or pouches, anything, all you have to do is go to the top of our page, click on the link, and it will send you to Calico, and make sure you guys also use the code Matty. Just make sure you guys use that. It will help us a lot. We'll be able to make your experience on the Day with Matty show a lot better. So make sure you guys go use that. So, tonight's guest we have, I hope I'm saying this right, Dilek from Notka Macro. How's it going?
Good, good. How you doing?
I'm doing fairly well. Thanks. So how is it going right now? Wait, what? Did I already ask that? Sorry, I'm just a bit nervous, that's all.
No, don't be nervous. Hey, come on, you've been doing this for a long time. Why are you nervous? You shouldn't be nervous.
True. True. I have to act like I've been doing this for about 3 years now, which I have, or two or so, I don't know. Anyways, so how's it going with the whole COVID-19 pandemic?
Well, it's been tough, a couple of months, for the past few months, like everywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had many cases. We still have cases today, but it's going down, and we're actually normalizing right now. So as of today, actually, many businesses are back. Restaurants opened up, cafes opened up. They've been closed for like 2 months almost. So we're kind of normalizing, but it's still not like we're still not done. We still
Yeah.
have cases, but they're below the 1,000, threshold. So it's okay. And as Dr. Macro actually, COVID-19, of course, it has affected us in different ways, but we have been actually open. We have been operating. We have been developing. We have been, producing and shipping. So I've been going to work, every day. So nothing has changed in my life personally. But of course, we had to work with less people in the building because we're like over 220 people. So we had to cut down on the number of people at the factory because it was way too crowded. So we were working at, I would say, around like like 50% capacity, but now we're getting back to normal as well.
Well, that's nice to hear. Over
How is it?
um over here in the USA, it all depends like really where you are. Over here where I am, we're slowly starting to open back up and everything. A lot of businesses are starting to open up again. If you go outside, you have to wear a mask and everything.
Yeah,
Um
just like here. Like here. Yeah, I mean, of course, I've been following what's going on in the US very closely, but I was more curious about your area. So it's very similar to what's happening here.
yeah. A lot of different states I believe are already like really opened, I believe. But I'm not completely sure. I'm mainly focused around like my current area just to see what's going
Uh-huh.
on. For a while. And for any of you guys who are watching, personally, my recommendation, if you want any updates on the current position of the COVID-19, make sure you guys go check out the World Health Organization, I believe it is, where you'll get just information about it, unbiased information and everything. So, give me a second. So really quickly, before we get any further into the show, we're going to go over our giveaways for tonight. So over here, we are going to be giving away we're giving away 2 Notka Macro hats throughout the show, both of which will come with Digging with Matty patches. I don't know, but that seems like a really good match. It's also rumored. I'm just hearing this from people. If you put this on any of your clothing, 20% better fashion. That's all just saying. I've heard that. That's all I've just heard that. Also, I don't know if you guys know, but these are some of our older patches that we just happened to have found. So, yeah. Are you gonna be giving anything away tonight?
Sure. We're going to be giving away one of our new kids detectors that's going to be released pretty soon, called the Mini Hoard.
Nice. That is awesome. So if any of you guys want to enter in for the giveaway tonight, all you have to do is like, share, and comment that you shared. That way we know that you entered. So, let's see here. Before we get on the topic of the new Mini Hoard and everything, I'm gonna really quickly ask a bit about the your current machine, the Simplex. If that's all right. So I heard there's an update for the Simplex. How does it how exactly what does it change with the Simplex?
A lot. Actually, it turns it almost into a new machine with all the new features, with the extra depth, with the extra modes. Actually, I mean, it's more than an update. We call it an update because it's given free to the customers and they can just do it via the internet through our website. But actually, it gives a lot more than a regular update would. We added an extra, and before I go into a little bit of the details of the update, most of these were based on customer feedbacks and requests. So we added an extra mode in there. Normally, an update, doesn't give you an extra mode. So we did that. We added an extra level of sensitivity, which gave it more depth. And we have added a mute function. We have added a threshold setting in the old metal mode. We have changed certain things in the ground balancing. So I mean, it's added a lot more. So it kind of turns it into a whole new machine, to be honest with you.
Wow. Through just an update, you added more stuff than what a lot of different companies will add with a new machine they bring out.
True, that's true. And majority of the people have been loving it, especially the extra depth and the extra mode. But certain people, I would say, a small percentage don't seem to be very happy. But I personally see it as an adjusting period. You know what I mean? Because it really does change the reaction of the device. Just to give you an example, for example, we have actually made the ID depths bigger. Like now, the device actually gives an ID at bigger depths. Of course, this affects how the device is, performing under certain situations. And some people are, I think, having a hard time, and they're being a little bit impatient, in my opinion. So I tell them, please be patient. Please just pretend like you never had a Simplex and you just bought it and try to learn it again, because it's an easy to learn machine anyway. But the majority of people are loving the update, so we're so happy. We're very glad.
That's nice to hear. Um,
Mhm.
I don't know if you know this, but my sister, she currently has a Simplex. When she
How
was,
does she like?
yeah, she has the Simplex that she uses. I'll
How
have,
does she like?
she likes it pretty well. She's only used it, she rarely goes out detecting, but when she used it, she did pretty well.
How old is she?
She is currently, she's gonna hate me if I get this wrong. She's 20.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. No, I was wondering if she was. When you said sister, I didn't know if she was okay. So she's a young lady.
Yeah, I'm the youngest kid in my family right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so she uses it. She hasn't been out detecting a lot because, she has work and everything. I'll have to tell her about the new update. And which, by the way, where can people go in order to install the new update?
Well, it's on our website. When you go to noktadetectors.com and click on the Simplex product page, on the left side there are tabs. So you just scroll down and it says software update. You click on it, and the instructions are there. Um, like what the update, like all the details of the update are listed there, what it's going to change in your machine, basically, what you're going to be updating, all the changes made are listed, so it's pretty clear.
That's so yeah. If any of you guys have a Simplex, make sure you guys go to noktameldetectors.com, or is it .com? Because you're out in Turkey. I'm not sure if that's the
It is .com,
Okay.
noktadetectors.com.
So make sure you guys go to
Detectors.
noktadetectors.com and install the update. Because from what I'm hearing, it's an awesome update. So and just one extra question. By any chance, are there gonna be different sized coils available for the Simplex?
Yes, actually, people are like waiting for them very anxiously. And very soon, we're going to be releasing two optional coils initially. I don't know if we're going to be, we may be releasing more, but initially there are going to be two optional coils released. One of them will be an elliptical optical coil, 9.5 by 5.5, just
Ooh,
like just like the one we have for the cruiser and amphibious series. So the same size and shape. That's one of our favorite coils that we sell. I mean, in terms of like size and shape for the amphibian cruiser. So we're
nice.
going to be doing that for the Simplex, and we're also going to be releasing an 8.5-inch round smaller coil. So two smaller coils will be released hopefully very soon. I would say we're looking at only a couple of weeks, and they should be out.
Nice. So make sure all of you guys. I hope everyone's looking for that because I am. Yeah. So so now we can move on to the main topic for tonight. The new machine that's coming out. So
Mhm.
can you tell us what the new machine is called again?
Okay. So the new machine actually may be the machines, I would say, because we may actually have two versions of it. It's called the Mini Hoard,
Ah,
okay? And it's actually going to be the first fully waterproof submersible kids detector on the market. At the
nice.
price point, it's going to be released at. So basically, we all know detectorists, we want our kids to get involved in this hobby as well. We want newcomers into the hobby. And I believe the best way of doing this is to give them a product that they can enjoy. So we've been actually as a company, um, you know, focusing on this, and we've been looking at what's available out there for the kids, especially for the younger kids, for young kids. And we didn't really like what we saw. Either, you know, they were not really kids detectors. They were, in my opinion, were too hard to use. They were not fun, or they were too cheaply made, like a toy. So we couldn't really find any good kids detector on the market, a real detector that's fun, that's easy to use, and that's also has a very good build quality.
Yeah.
And of course, there is no waterproof kids detector on the market to begin with. That's a whole different story. So we've been working on the Mini Hoard since last year, and it's currently actually in the hands of testers around the world. There are many people testing it in the US. When I say people, actually, it's adults and kids testing them
Nice.
together. Yes. So, yeah, of course, because it's a kids detector. So the kids' feedbacks are very important for us, what
Yeah.
they feel about the detector. So we have kids testing it, we have adults, testing it. And so far, the feedbacks have been great. And we should be announcing it pretty soon.
That's good to hear. If the
Thank you.
testers are saying it's good, it's probably gonna be good.
It is. It's believe me, it's a very nice, sweet, cute detector that kids can enjoy. And because it's waterproof, and kids love to play in the mud on the beach, and kids always drop things. So now the parents don't need to worry about replacing their detector if they drop it in the water, if they want to play in the water with it. So yeah, so this is really going to be a first in the market.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger, let me be honest, my first machine was not a kid's machine of any sort, but it was a not the best machine ever. So I upgraded to a kid's machine. And to be honest, my kid's machine, I didn't really like it. I'm not gonna say what machine it was, but I didn't like it, which is the reason I upgraded it like from it a month later. So I'm gonna be really looking forward to this machine. That way, other kids in the hobby, well, kids that want to get in the hobby for or some like that, they can get use this machine and have a fun time with it, and not have to
Sure.
go through like the dang, I got my 30th pull tab in the same hole again because I can't go 1 foot without getting the same signal again with the flimsy other kids detector.
Yeah. And one other thing about this detector is, when you look at what's available out there for, very young kids, most of them, for example, do not have a pinpoint function. This one does. It also has basic, iron discrimination, so they can actually turn the iron off. And it has a little LED that lights up, green and red based on target separation. So if it's a good item, it will light up green. If it's a ferrous item, it will light up red. It's pretty compact, and it has these cool, like green color that many kids, I believe, would love. And it has a very actually fun screen, graphics, user interface with, thumbs down for a first target, thumbs up, a smiley face for a good target. And we have this little depth meter that's made of piles of sand, for, deep, shallow, and, medium depth targets. So we really believe kids will love this detector. And that's what I'm hearing from all the kids, our kids testers, that, they're loving it and they're having a great time. So I'm very excited. I cannot, I'm very anxious to actually release it soon.
Yeah, from everything I'm hearing so far, it sounds like a really good machine, and we're not even halfway through the show yet. Now I'm already hearing good stuff about it. So,
Who's saying good stuff about it?
what was that?
Was that anybody else other than me? It like I'm not following the chat. Are there any are any of the testers in the chat? I'm wondering.
I'm not sure because I have no clue who any of the testers are.
Okay.
For no
Because
clue.
I told them I gave them kind of the okay to say that they've been testing it, and they should be actually sharing some probably photos pretty soon, uh, with with the potential, with the people who are interested in buying them for their kids. So we should be seeing those pictures of kids testing them pretty soon.
Okay. Wait, Dad. You said that he is in the chat? Okay. Well, while I'm waiting for that response. So you mentioned that it was waterproof, correct?
Sure.
Um, I was wondering how far underwater can it go?
Just 3 feet.
Okay.
Okay. We wanted to limit that
Yeah.
just in case, because this is really aimed at kids, between, I would say, 4 and 8 or 9. Okay, so we didn't want it to, we didn't see the need of making it any, deeper than that in terms
Yeah.
of water. So it's fully submersible up to 3 feet.
Yeah. We're not expecting kids to put on scuba diving suits to go, Mom, I'm going to see the Titanic. Yeah. That'd be pretty interesting though, seeing a kid go out there to the Titanic and detect that. We ain't. So what size coil is it going to be? Is it going to come with?
It's gonna come with okay, so we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna probably release 2 versions of this detector. Okay, and I don't know if it's okay for me to say this, but I'm not really 100% sure if we're gonna release them at the same time. That's the goal. And everybody has been hearing about the Mini Hoard, but actually we have another one that's called the MIDI Horde with a D, Mini and MIDI.
Ah.
So the upper version will be, targeted at kids between, I would say, 8 to 12, 8 to 11, 8 to 12. Okay. And and after 11 or 12, we're actually thinking that they can pretty much start swinging the Simplex. Okay. So,
Yeah.
so I am not 100% sure of the size of each one is gonna get, but I can say the upper version should have something close to an 8 inch.
Okay.
Okay, I mean 11 inch, I believe, or 10 inch, and the other one is smaller. Uh, could be 8 inch, but don't quote me on this. Okay,
I
I don't have the
won't.
dimension because sometimes they make changes. So I don't have like the final measurements on these, but I would say anywhere between, with the lower and the upper version, I would say anywhere between maybe 7 to 11 inches. So I don't know like where they're gonna fall exactly.
Okay. So I figured I would ask this because he has a name that's sort of close to the Mini Horde's name. A good friend of ours named Quarter Hoarder wanted to know if it was named after him.
Jason.
Jason Pasuvi. He's also in the chat.
I love the guy. I love Jason. I love Jason. He's a friend of mine too, and he's actually swinging, a couple of our detectors. And I'll be very honest with you. I'll try to be as honest as I can. I'm trying to remember how I came up with that name, because I came up with the name, and you know, I wanted to have the word treasure in the name. Okay, but to me that was a bit too long, and so I used the word hoard. But it could have been, like his like name that kind of like reminded me, treasure hoard, but I don't really remember right now. So I wanted to have the word treasure in there. And why not? Hey, we could easily name it after him. I love the guy. He's a nice guy, and yeah, and he's doing a pretty good job with our detector. So yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, he's a really good guy, and I really like the name of the detector too, Mini Hoard. That's catchy.
You like it?
Yeah, I like the name. Also, very quickly, Dwight Cologne is in the chat. I believe he's a tester.
Ah, my nomads. Hi, Dwight.
So, let's see. Let's see. Will there? I know that there's going. I know that you said earlier that you don't are you don't know the exact measurements for the coil, but I figured
Mhm.
that I might ask either way.
I, I kind of do. I cannot say I don't know. It's just right now they're in testing, and
Well,
I like today I heard that they're doing a few updates on the coils. That's why I don't want to really share. Because once you share something and say something, then people start sharing it everywhere, and then like all this misinformation, travels around. That's why,
yeah.
because I just heard today in the office that they were making a few updates on the coils. That's why I don't want to share the exact dimensions. But they're pretty good sizes for a small kid and for an older kid.
Okay. So for really quickly for everyone watching, none of this is the stuff on the coil is not set in stone. Don't be grabbing your stone tablets and scratching it in with the flint and stone. No. This is not set in stone or anything about the coils.
Actually, you know what? I don't mind saying this because you're gonna see the testers posting stuff. Dwight right now, you said he's in the chat. His kids are actually testing it. His kid is testing it right now as well. He has one of those. So, Dwight, which coil do you have? Maybe you can just tell me the size of your coil, and this way. Uh,
Yeah, that
Let
way
me see if you can. Yeah.
so yeah, Dwight Cologne, if you're in the chat, what size coil are you currently using? Just just type in the number with IN at the end, I guess. Or CM, I believe it is they use in everywhere else but
Yes.
USA.
Centimeters. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I don't know why the USA is like we use inches, we use feet, we use yards, and then everywhere else is like, what are you? Why?
I know, right? To me, I lived in the US for more than 15 years.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, even after all that like time, you know, I would still have to do like I would have to do conversions in my head. You know what I mean? To be able to understand how long something was, or you know what I mean? Uh, Especially when I first came to America, the temperature, that was another thing, the Fahrenheit versus Celsius thing. So people would go, oh, it's 85 outside. It didn't mean anything to me. I'm like, is that cold or hot or warm?
That's
It took me a while to get used to those, different, measurements, but it's okay. I think it makes United States unique. Why not? It just makes our jobs harder, trying to post everything with centimeters and inches and you know.
yeah. So Dwight Cologne said in the chat that he's currently using a 5-inch. Not sure how many centimeters or anything that is for people
Five
watching.
inches. Yeah, 5 inches is like 12 and a half centimeters.
Okay, 12 and a half
Yeah,
centimeters.
that he has the smaller version.
Yeah, okay. So he's currently using the 5-inch coil or 12 and a half centimeters. I've I've seen things with the measurements between USA and what's it called, in Europe. I was talking to someone from Scotland. I said, yeah, it's like 100 degrees outside right now. He's like, hold up, 100 degrees out. He was like, you're joking, right? I'm like, no.
Boil, boiling point.
The boiling point over for water here is like 245? 212. 212.
Yeah. So
And you're
100.
and for you it's 100. So it's all just weird with measurements and stuff. So let's see.
So we were talking about you were asking about the different coils. So the small one in testing right now is 5 inches, and the bigger one, like I said, could be around 8 inches, 7, 8 inches, and then I don't know, like I don't know if we're going to have another one around 11 inches or not. So we're working on a few of them, but maybe we're just going to limit it with two and not really offer optional coils because I don't know, for a kids detector to offer an optional coil could be stretching it a little bit. So, but we'll see. This will all depend on what customers think about the product and what they want, and because we're going to be treating this like all our other detectors, and we're going to take all the feedbacks into consideration. So we'll see.
Yeah. It's always good for a company to take the criticism of with the machine and improve upon it.
Yep.
So we're gonna really quickly do a giveaway.
Sure.
And whoever wins this, your name will be put back in so you have a chance to win the final prize because, we don't want people getting a hat and being like, I mean, it's a good hat, but now I lost out on my chance to get a detector. So, but if your name's pulled again for another hat, I'm probably gonna say no and put it back in. So we are gonna be giving away a Notka Macro hat along with a Digging with Matty patch. And you have to be watching live to win. Probably should have said that at the beginning, but hey, if you left, that's your own fault. If you left, how you gonna know if you won anyways? We have this smell. Dang it. Give me a second. I dropped a ton of the names on the floor. This only happens like once a month, so. There we go, I got him. Pulling out name. Ooh. I'm able to say the first name, but I don't know much about the last name. Mark CH. Are you here? Mark CH. Marc space CH. I'm able to say most names, but then you get to the last name and it's like, no. My brain, I see it, I process it, but it doesn't work. He is here. Congratulations, Mark. Wait, let me see the ticket. Gotta put it back in.
Yeah, I see him here too.
What was that?
I saw his name too, so he's here. Congratulations, Mark. Oh, but
Congratulations.
I just saw Jack Summers from Canada. He says that this is the first time he's seeing me without a baseball cap. Yeah, this is my Corona hairstyle.
So, congratulations to Mark CH. Make sure you get your information out to us and we will send out your prize. He is from Canada? Yeah. Oh, he's also from Canada.
Oh, he is?
Yes, Mark CH. So let's see. I have this entire list of questions for all the audience. Every so often I have to look back down at it to see where I'm at. So, let's see. The, what's it called? The Mini Hoard, or the Mini Hoard, whichever one you want to, reflect
By the
upon.
way, by the way, this is the first time people are hearing about the MIDI version.
Yeah.
Um, So yeah, go ahead.
Um, let's see. What was I gonna ask? Oh yes. Are they gonna have different modes for it, like different modes for different types of detecting?
You cannot really call it modes. It's just they're gonna have, they're gonna like the mini version, the mini horde will have an iron on off. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Um, and the upper version will have three separation zones. So the mini one has two tones, ferrous, non-ferrous, and the MIDI version, the upper version, has three tones, and you have three separation zones. Now, since this is a kids detector and we're aiming at younger kids, we didn't really want to get into different modes and settings, and
Yeah.
you know, that would be too much for the kids. We just wanted these to be, like cool, fun detectors, that, just beeped and that you can turn the iron on off. And on the upper one, maybe one more discrimination level. And on the upper version, you also have a sensitivity setting. On the mini one, you don't. For like try to explain the sensitivity setting to a 4-year-old kid. I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah.
So try to keep them as simple and as fun as possible for that, age, bracket.
Yeah. You don't want to have it so like the kid turns it on, takes one glance at it, and the gears start turning.
Yeah.
You don't want to make it like too complicated for a
Yeah.
kid.
Yeah.
So,
And speaking of that, also the like the depth on it. Okay. So now I'm very sure that once we release this detector, um, like I'm very confident the majority, I would say 95% of the people will love it. Believe me. I mean, it's really a little cute fun detector. But I'm sure there's going to be certain people now starting to compare it to other detectors that are not kid detectors and start saying, oh, there's not enough depth. Now, I'm going to say this from today in advance. As Nokta Macro, I'm pretty sure whoever is swinging a Nokta Macro detector knows very well that we have our detectors are pretty deep detectors, especially like the Amphibio and actually most of them are. Even like the Simplex at that price level is a pretty deep detector, and with the latest update, it became even deeper. Now, obviously, we can give more depth. We have the capability of giving more depth to this detector, but we limited the depth. And the reason for that is you don't want little kids digging deep. They cannot dig deep. They're not going to be, they're, yes, a little like couple of scoops, but that's it. And, they're going to be curious and you don't want to lose that interest.
yeah.
So you want them to find something quickly so that they get happy and they get excited. But believe me, I mean, the testers are saying that they were amazed at the depth it's finding things. They were like expecting less depth. But just to let you know, we limited the depth. We could have made it even deeper, but we didn't think that was a good idea.
Yeah. You're not expecting kids to go out with this detector and digging deep enough to find oil spills. No. You want you want to just go deep enough where they don't lose interest and go, man, this is a boring hobby. No.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
want them to be
exactly.
you want to be like, woohoo, I found my first target ever, and them waving their like their penny, waving back and forth or whatever,
Yeah.
waving their €1. So, uh, so someone in the audience had just asked a question. They asked,
Sure.
what what frequency does it run?
15 kilohertz.
15 kilohertz. So,
Yeah.
so 15 kilohertz for who was it that asked? Give us a second. For whoever it was that asked. There we go. So, let's see. I'm not sure, but from what I have previously seen, I figure I'd ask, does it come in different colors?
No, it's gonna
Okay.
come. If you want to put that picture up so people can see again, do you want to put that picture
Picture.
up?
Dad, do you want to put up the picture?
The mini horse.
Yeah. Okay, it's up.
Okay, so this is what it's gonna look like in terms of colors. It's a green and black, combination.
Yeah.
But what we're gonna do is for the mini version, okay, we're also gonna, okay, and this is the first time I'm sharing this too with the public. We're gonna be actually offering a kit called the Cool Kit. Okay, so there's gonna be a Mini Hoard Cool Kit where they're gonna get a little scent scoop, a scent sifter, and 2 sets of stickers. Okay, that
Ah.
yes, for boys and girls. So the boys stickers will be, in bluish colors, blue and greenish colors, that they can put in their like shaft where that green is,
Yeah.
and also on the screen. So it's going to be like a screen decal sticker and a shaft sticker, and they will be able to personalize it. Two different
Nice.
sets, or for 2 sets for boys, 2 sets for girls, but these stickers will not be, like waterproof.
Yeah.
I mean, they stay on there for a while if they, like use it up. But, if they constantly use it in water, they're not going to stay on there. It's just, like some nice stickers to make the detectors look, cuter for the kids.
Yeah.
But we but they're replaceable. They can always like, order more of these stickers if they want to. So yeah, so green is the color, but we're gonna offer these little these stickers in the cool kit, we call it.
I'd figure I'd ask really quickly about the name Cool Kit. Was that supposed to be like you're part of the Cool Kids Club, Cool Kit? Like you're a
Cool kid. Okay, well this one is kit with a
yeah.
T. Cool. Yeah,
I
I like that too.
yeah,
Cool
I
kid.
heard that. I heard it was Kit. I figured it was like supposed to be like Kid. I was like,
No. I know, to be honest with you, I never thought of that, but that's not a bad idea. I should. Well, I'm actually planning to, in the future, I'm planning to actually do a little Nomads Junior team. So why not?
hey. So let's see. So Mark Thomas, someone in the chat just asked, is it going to have a headphone jack?
No, no, no
Okay.
headphone jack. And because, see, once you start, if we added a headphone jack, then you're looking at different solutions for the waterproofness and all that. You need a fully waterproof connector. Now you're looking at a different design, you're looking at more cost, you're looking at a lot of things. And we didn't think that that was really ideal. Plus, for especially younger kids, some parents wouldn't want them to be wearing headphones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not all parents would like a 4-year-old kid, having beep beep beep, in
Right.
their ear. So we didn't think it was a good idea. So there is no headphone jack. It's just speaker.
Yeah. Let alone the fact that you see all those things where the kid they put like a hat or just they put like the simplest thing in the head and you just go like this. They just take that thing off. So it makes it not as expensive to make and everything. It makes it a bit better for the consumer as well, because no kid's gonna want to have to go around with headphones on.
Somebody
Yeah,
commented,
Hmm?
kids need to hear their surroundings anyway.
Yeah, someone said that kids need to hear their surroundings anyways.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see. Um, oh yes.
Let's do another giveaway real quick.
You know what? Let's do another giveaway real quick because I feel like it and I'm generous. I I'm giving away free stuff every day at our own expense because the audience likes it. We have the special name, Richard Moser. Are you here? Richard Moser. Are you here? So, while we are waiting for Richard Moser, I'm gonna ask a question that I don't think it was on the thing that we sent you, but
You can put me on the spot.
but I ask everyone this question.
Sure.
So, do you like pizza?
If I like pizza,
Yes.
who doesn't?
Okay. She
Well,
said
actually, my daughter doesn't, interestingly, but anyway.
we've had a few people that don't like pizza. We had a man from Canada, a certain man from Canada who's I don't know why, but we let him be on here the second most times out of any person. I don't know how we allowed that, but
Richard Moser's here.
Richard
Yeah, I love
Moser is
pizza.
here.
Now show them put new things back into the contest.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Richard Moser. And truth to my word, I said I was gonna put the names back in, so that way they still have a chance to get the detector. So truth to my word, we have the bucket. Bam. And there's no way I'm spending a half hour getting those names back out. Anyways.
Jack Summers, wait, he wrote, do you like pineapple on your pizza? Interesting. That I never tried.
Ew. Ew. Apparently up in Canada, it's like they can tolerate that. You're putting pineapple on a pizza. That's not something you should have ever done. I when I hit 1,500 subscribers on my YouTube channel, I said that I said this to my viewers. Either you guys let me hit 1,500 subscribers and I'll eat a pineapple pizza, or I hit 0 subscribers and you all get gold bars. All of my subscribers get gold bars when I hit 0. You see? And for some reason everyone was like, "Oh, let's go up to 1,500," and they did that. So I was forced to eat a pineapple pizza here, and it felt like I was being like tortured by like some like secret government agency.
Wait, wait, let me ask you a question. So there's actually pineapple pizza? There's some, like pineapple pizza, or you just put pineapple on one of your pizzas?
No, we bought it like that.
Really? So there is, oh my God, like all those years that I lived there, I've never seen pineapple pizza anywhere.
Where did you live in the USA?
Well, I went to school in Pennsylvania, then I lived in New York for more than 10 years.
Wow. It's like the New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and New York. Those are like the tri-state of pizza. I don't know. I don't know. Just
Or maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm getting old and I don't remember. I don't know. But pineapple pizza, I mean, that would be something hard to forget. But anyway.
I don't know how anyone could like it, but it's also known as Hawaiian pizza if you put ham on it as well, but I don't know. Also, what was the question?
Hawaii pizza. Huh. See, that now sounds familiar. Okay, but I never tried it. Okay.
Oh, what was it?
Who's your favorite Canadian, and why is it him? Jack Summers.
So Jack Summers just had a question,
Sure.
and he wants an unbiased opinion of who your favorite, well, it's gonna be biased. Who your favorite Canadian is and why?
And why is it him?
And why is it? Wait, hold on. And why is it him?
Why is it him? I love Jack. You know it's you, Jack. You answered it yourself.
what's it called? 60 million other Canadians just give a quick sigh.
Eh, Wait, I should also not forget, my nomad there, Greg. So I have a few favorites, but Jack is up there.
Yeah.
You know, I met Jack not too long ago, but he's become one of my favorite Canadians. That's true.
Fun fact for all of you guys who are watching: despite the fact that Canada is the second largest country in the world, it has a smaller population than the state of California. Surprising as that is. And it also has a smaller population than one city in China.
Wait, what's the total population again?
Of Canada?
Yeah.
I think it's like 50 something million, 60 million.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
And the population of California is like 60 million. So, oh, so someone asked how much does the machine weigh? 'Cause
See, now I need to do some calculations in my mind because I know it in grams. Approximately, I would say, okay, 1 pound is 454. Probably like 1.6, 1.7, 1.6, something like that, 1.6 or 7, I believe.
wait, how many grams are in a pound?
454.
Okay. I was not I know more about like measurements and all around the world, like length and stuff. I never really looked at how much it was in like weight.
Okay, just to make it a little bit easier on you, a pound is almost half a kilo. So,
Yeah.
so we use kilos. So for like 500 grams is half a kilo, and 1 pound is like 454 grams. So it's almost half a kilo.
Despite the fact that in the USA we use pounds and like stuff like that, a lot of the time you'll buy something and it's like, oh, how much is it weigh? And it'll still say it in kilos, and it's like, what? Or it'll say it in like kilograms or something, and it's
Mhm.
like, I need this in American. So let's see. Does from what I've heard about the Simplex, it vibrates when it gets a signal, correct?
Simplex?
Yes, the
Yeah,
Simplex.
it has vibration, but of course, you can turn it on or off. So it's an optional setting.
Okay. So my question is, does the Mini Hoard have the vibrate option?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So I just figured I'd ask because, they're both from the same company. I wanted to see if some things from that went
Sure.
also over to that.
And no, that makes perfect sense. But like I said, this is all doable,
Yeah.
but it's all about weight and cost, and because we're really gonna try to hit a pretty low price point on this unit,
Yeah.
to make it really affordable for everybody and for all the kids. So, like I said, once you start adding all that, then you're looking at a bigger cost, and
You want to be able
so
to, you want to be,
evaluate it to be like, is it really worth to put that feature versus, like, making it at a, what I'm trying to say.
yeah.
So
You want to make,
we put all extras out.
yeah, you want to make it, so you want to make it cheaper, but you also still want to be able to like make money, a profit. Because like, if I'm making this water for $1, but I'm only selling it for 50 cents, well, I don't know what the money is at foreign and stuff, but yeah.
Sure. I mean, of course, companies have to make money to survive and to invest more in new projects, definitely. But I'll be very honest with you. Our priority has been, to really increase our brand awareness and to make customers happy and to offer our end users more affordable detectors, like better detectors at more affordable prices, because that's what we have been promising them,
Yeah.
and that's what we have been doing. So believe me, like what Nokta Macro is making, like let's say, just to give you an example, on Simplex is really, I would say, relatively small compared to, probably what my competitors are making. But we really want our name to get out there. So our priority has not been to make bigger profits, but has been to become a more recognized, more popular name out there. And I think we have done a pretty good job in achieving that.
Yeah. You always want to make a good name for your company. That way people know, oh, that's a company that I know I can buy from.
Mhm.
You don't want to be that company that's like, oh, well, I bought their machine and it broke when I touched it, so.
Yeah. And for Nokta Macro, I mean, of course, like I said, of course, everybody is in business to make money, no
Yeah.
doubt. I mean, you have to survive. But then again, uh, for Nokta Macro, there is also a pride factor involved. Okay, that's different than, I would say, than my competition, because you look at this industry. My competitors have been in this business for so long, some of them more than 50 years. And now a young company coming out of nowhere, coming out of Turkey, all of a sudden in a few years, where actually, if you go back only I would say maybe 4 years back, if you asked any of my competitors like 4 years ago, I'll be very honest with you, some of them would make faces and go, who? What? Who is Nokta Macro? Now, in a very short period of time, one of my competitors, our competitors, like a big competitor, during the launch of their brand new detector, only some time ago, a couple of weeks ago, very recently, refers to our product without mentioning the name and starts making comparisons. So to me, this tells a lot to this industry. This tells a lot to the people. Now, this is accepting the fact that Nokta Macro is a big player right now, and Nokta Macro is a big competitor. So there's a big factor involved in this for us, other than making money and making profit. So we're very happy to be for having achieved this.
Yeah. A couple of years ago, I had, when I originally heard of what Notka Macro was, I heard of it, I was like, so it's a sort of new company, and I didn't really like, well, I heard of it and I just like went back in my mind. Now, when I Nook the Macro was big, I'm like, I remember this company. I've heard of this place before. That's a In just a short amount of time, he went from just a beginning company to like one of the big companies. Like, I am here, fear. You're Well, no, not fear. I bring happiness to all of those who use our detectors. I don't know. Anyways,
Only go back only, I would say, I don't know how many months, but like last year we were, I think I've been saying this, not I think, it's the truth. We are the fastest growing company. We're
yeah,
not yet the biggest, but we're getting there. So go back to last year. We were maybe 120, 110 people. Right now we're over. I don't even know the latest, number, the last number. The last time I checked, we were like over 220. But for example, I know that we recently hired, for example, two new engineers. So I don't know the exact number right now because we're constantly hiring people. So we're growing very fast, very fast.
yeah. So let's see. Do you have I know that it's like it was just recently like announced and everything, but are there is there any like what's it called? Do you know how much it might cost when it's finally released? Or
Okay, I don't know if I should be really sharing this because the pricing will be finalized hopefully by mid June this month, like in 2 weeks, I would say.
okay.
But I can give you the maximum probably that we're gonna hit as an MSRP suggested retail. I don't think it's we're gonna go over 119.
Wow.
So that's the goal. Again, don't quote me on this, but I don't think it's going to be more than that. If anything, it should be lower. But we're working on it. We're waiting for the final costing. We're waiting for the final figures to
Yeah.
come through. I'll be very honest with you. I'm still working on the box. The actual like carton box. And we're going to be finalizing this week, and we'll know how much the box costs because it's also going to have a very cool box to it. So once that the costing is finalized, we know the actual cost. We'll set up the price, but probably not more than 119.
Okay. So so nothing is like really set in stone currently for that. There's only like an estimate of what it could be when it's
Yeah,
finalized.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it shouldn't be. We're not shouldn't be too far off, but we'll see. We're planning to announce it hopefully next month, as soon as we get all these details, you
Yeah.
know, uh, figured. The box was actually ready, but it came out to be too big, um, and because it's a low cost, uh, device, low price device, we don't want the shipping charges to be too much for customers and for dealers and distributors. So we're revising the box and making it much smaller. That's why, it's we could have announced it actually maybe earlier this month, but now we need to wait for those like revisions to come through, and yeah, so hopefully next month.
Yeah. So, well, only time will tell how much it's gonna cost and everything. So yeah. At least we know where like a sort of estimate of where it might be.
Now, ask if it's
Yeah.
okay. We're going to go over a little bit. Make sure it's okay.
Hmm?
We have a few more
Um
questions. We're going over time a little bit.
so if it's all right with you, we still have a few more minutes. Well, not minutes. A few more questions, but
Shoot, I mean, listen, what time is it now here?
maybe 4 o'clock for you?
Yeah, it's 4 a.m. So I'm all up. I don't think I'm going back to bed. So
If it's all right with you, can we maybe ask a few more questions?
sure.
All right. So we only have like a few more. It's not a lot. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to answer this one either. Do you know? Are you allowed to say when the machine's going to be coming out? The release date
The
for
mini horn,
yes, for the mini horde.
like I said, next month.
Okay.
But I don't know. I cannot give you an exact launch date, but hopefully, I mean, like I said, we're revising the box and we're working out some final details. So it should be coming out next month. Probably, hopefully, beginning. Um, I would say the beginning of next month, if all goes well during these weeks with the revisions. Yeah, we should be releasing it.
Okay. And when it does come out, because it will, do you know where people will be able to purchase it?
Where?
Yeah.
Through their course, regular dealers.
Okay. So, let's see. Should I ask that one, number 19, or no?
Yeah.
Okay. And, do you know if people are going to be able to pre-order it?
Tough one. Yes, probably yes, because now, I'll be very honest with you. We're trying to get away from this pre-order thing.
Okay.
Okay? Because it like in a way, it's good, and some people like it. In a way, when there are delays, people get upset. Customers get upset, and they have all the right to. This will all depend on, like, once we make the announcement, okay, to the distributors. Sometimes you need to understand it will all depend on how much order comes to us from different distributors around the world and how we allocate them. So, like, to me, for example, sometimes what happens is customers pre-order it from their dealer. That doesn't mean that, like, it's pre-ordered from me. Like, sometimes customers say, oh, pre-order. Sometimes, like, actually, like, it's in my stock and I'm shipping, but like, their dealer doesn't have it yet, or
Yeah.
it will transit to the distributor, or the distributor didn't send it yet to the dealer, so customers see it as a pre-order. For us, like, for us as a manufacturer, to me, my pre-orders are, like, let's say I announce a product and I tell the distributors to start taking pre-orders from customers, and I give a shipment date for some time in the future. Okay.
Yeah.
With the Mini Hoard, though, we're gonna go into production. We're gonna have some stock, okay, before we, probably we announce it. But then again, it will really depend on, the quantities, the orders, whether like, everybody will have it in stock, or whether every customer will be able to have their hands on it. Hard to tell at this point, but we're expecting a quite big demand on it, so we're gonna prepare for that as much as we can.
Okay. So that's good to hear. So, so, guys, we're getting close to the end. We're going to be doing our last and final giveaway. So, tell me, guys, who I want you guys to go and hit that like button if you want to win a mini hoard. If I'm being honest with you, I want to use a mini hoard.
Listen, I want to use one. I actually used one. It's fun.
Even if I have to like bend down to use it, I don't care. Cause I know it's quick question. Just a real quick question.
Sure.
It might not. I don't think it was on here. No, it wasn't.
Did you get
Um.
the last one?
Hmm?
One more coming up.
Oh, we got one more name coming in. The mini hoard. Like, say someone my height. I'm about like 5'11". Am I gonna be able to like use it from my height? Cause I know it's a kids machine and everything, but
Uh, Dwight, are you still in the chat?
So Dwight Cologne, if you're in the chat, are you able to use the machine on your own?
You're definitely going to be able to use the upper version with the longer shaft.
Okay.
The other one, definitely. Because that's aimed for kids between 8 to 11, 12. And like 11, 12 years old, some kids,
Yeah.
they're tall, and, their height is like an adult. So, yeah, so the Mini Hoard, definitely. Mini Hoard, I don't remember the length at maximum, um, but so Dwight, I think he's not there. He's not. Let me see.
Hold on,
Now,
how tall is a
I
meter?
get
How many feet? Is it like 3 feet a meter?
No. Yeah, it's like 3 feet.
Okay, let's see. 3. Eh. I'm trying to put my height into like global
meters.
terms, into like meters.
It's right
You
around
tell me how many feet are you?
roughly 2 meters.
So
What's your height?
I'm
I'll help you out.
I'm just about 2 meters tall. I'm
Two
fi-
meters?
I'm 5'11", and a meter's about 3 feet.
Yeah, it's just over 3 feet. Like 0.094.
0.094.
Yeah,
S-
No, 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 no.
Wait,
You cannot be 2 meters
hold on.
because six
The
6 feet. No, no, no. 6 feet is 180, 180, 1.8. You cannot be 2 meters. 2 meters is way too tall.
okay, hold on then.
Every foot is 30 centimeters. 1 foot is 30
1 foot
centimeters.
is 30 centimeters. I'm currently 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So 5 feet is 150 centimeters plus 11 inches.
Times 2.54.
Dad, just look it up, Dad.
1.82
I'm
I'm telling you,
1.82
meters.
meters.
you're 1.75, something like that, 75 probably.
So my dad put the information in. In the USA, I'm 5'11", and
No, I put 6 foot in. It's
you
1.8.
put 6 foot in.
You're 1.75 meters, okay?
Yeah, about there. 1.75 meters. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they ask you next time,
5'11"
just
is
memorize
1.5
that.
meters.
Okay, I'm 1.5 meters, not 2 meters. We
No,
No.
that you would be a midget. 1.5 meters. That's way too short for a guy like you.
Never mind. So
Forget it.
so we're gonna pull a name for the giveaway.
You must be watching.
You have to be watching to win. Oh. Bruce Nolan, are you here? Bruce Nolan, are you here? If you are here, please say it so in the chat. I have to start.
Ask them, they'll get this after the release date.
So, if I'm correct, they'll get the people who Bruce Nolan. If he is here, he'll get he is here. Congratulations. He will be receiving this after the release date.
Sure.
Okay.
Bruce, congratulations. Now I have a question. Does Bruce have a kid?
Oh, does Bruce Nolan have a kid?
I don't know that answer.
We don't know that answer.
He said earlier
Yeah,
he had a
I mean, I would expect you to know the answer. If he can answer in the chat, I would appreciate it. I'm just curious.
We think earlier that he mentioned something about getting one for his nephew,
so he could take him Mel's
so he could take him metal detecting.
Okay.
I had
Yeah, kid, kid, nephew, niece, because we really want, this to be used, by kids. We want it to, so that's good if he has somebody that he can give this detector
Yeah.
to. And Bruce, by the way, if I can, no promises, I'll try to send you the cool kit version with all the accessories.
Nice.
You need to remind me once we okay, Matt, you need to remind me once we release it.
All right.
So get his shipping address and share it with me, his telephone number, Bruce, your telephone number, your address, and once we announce it, you guys need to maybe bug me and remind me in case I forget.
I'm looking at the chat and everyone's just talking and stuff about like height and everything. Some person said 1.76 meter.
Yes, correct.
That's I think about what I guess I am. I'm not sure.
You're something.
I'm something. That's what I am.
So, did she say
Um,
that Bruce gets what he has to do?
um, so, yeah, she said that, we'll have to bug her.
Okay.
So, well, we have two more questions.
Sure.
Is there gonna be any, if you're allowed to say, is there gonna be any more surprises this year or next year from Notka Macro?
Could be. I mean, everybody knows that we're working on other projects.
Yeah.
We're working on a simultaneous multi-frequency machine that many of our customers are anxiously waiting for. Whether it's going to be this year, next year, I don't know. But yeah, Nocta Macro is all about developing and releasing new products, and we're pretty fast at doing that. So
Yeah.
why not? Whether it's this year or next year, we're always going to be providing more and more to our valued customers. And yeah, like our end users, any idea, anything that you want to see in terms of new products, just feel free to share it with us. And they all, believe me, they all get evaluated during our meetings. I personally take all the feedbacks and all the requests and demands very seriously. Of course, this doesn't mean that we can make every single person happy in this industry. That's just impossible. Like even when we're given an update, some customers get upset because we didn't really give an update for what they needed, but we cannot make
Yeah.
customized products for each individual or customized updates for each individual. But I think we're doing a pretty good job in terms of making the majority of our users happy, and that's the most important thing for us. And we apologize for the others that we cannot make happy, but we're trying. If it's
Yeah.
not in this, I'm sure in the next one we'll make the other one happy. So yeah, why not?
Yeah. You can only please so many people at a
Sure.
time. Not everyone's gonna You're not gonna be able to make everyone happy. That's the thing. No matter how hard someone tries or a group of people try, you're not gonna make everyone happy.
Yeah.
You can only you can only do your best. So is there anything else that you want to talk about before we start to close up the show?
No, not really. I want to thank you and your dad for having me on your show. It was a pleasure. I really enjoyed it. And to whoever is out there listening, watching, whatever, thank you. And we love you guys as Nokta Macro. Please stay safe and healthy wherever you are in the world. And I really hope to see some of you around once we all open up and start, having rallies again and hunts around the world. I hope to meet some of you guys in person as well. And you can reach out to me anytime if you really need help from Nokta Macro, any questions, any support, anything you need, you can contact my team or myself. But just to let you know, I get way too many messages from end users, and I really do answer each one of them. But you need to be patient sometimes. Sometimes, with the time difference too, it may take a day or two for me to get back to you. But yeah, we love you all.
Yeah. It was a lot of yeah. They all Just remember, guys, if you just sit around at night and feel like, man, no one loves you, at least Nook the Macro loves you.
We do. This is what we always say. Um, this is what I always say. We owe where we are to our valued customers, okay? End users. So, yes, we love them. Of course, our dealers and distributors too, because I know I have a distributor in the chat. I don't want him to get upset. But it all starts with the end users. So, thank you, everybody. And I will say Nocta Macro detectors for everywhere, everyone, for a lifetime. That's our slogan moving forward. Okay?
That's a really good slogan.
Thank you.
So so thank you for being on my show. It was a really great time. Um, and thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure that all of you guys stay safe. I know it's it's pretty it's a pretty strange times right now. Lots of stuff happening. A lot of places are on lockdown and everything. So just make sure you guys all stay safe and get out and have a dig adventure.